Hi, in this video we're going to test for win condition testing. And we're going to call that a game state 99. So let's do this. We're gonna call winning when all the burgers are destroyed. So we need a integer called int burger count. And now let's go to the update method, and in the default method here at the end we're going to create a new method called win test. And of course that doesn't exist, so we need to generate the method stub, and then it puts it right here. So we're going to cut it and paste it down at the bottom, all the way down at the bottom. Make sure you don't put it inside another method, so watch the curlies and get rid of this line. Okay, and then we're going to set the burger count initially to be equal to 0. And then we're going to see if any of them are active, and that'll make the count more than 0. So, if int game state is not equal to 86, which means we haven't lost the game. So if we haven't lost the game, then we're going to go through the burgers. So for each, open paren, capital B, burger sprite, burger, in burger sprite lowercase b, close paren, open curly, if burger dot bool active. So if we found an active one, we're going to add to our burger count. So int burger count plus plus. Now, as soon as we find one, we know we didn't win, but we're going to go ahead and do this count because maybe we want to do something later based on the count. But so now we're going to test this once we've gone through this. If burger count is equal to 0, that means we did win, and we're going to set int game state equal to the win condition, which we're going to call 99. And closing curly there, and closing curly here, and there we go. Okay, now we're going to go to our change game state, and we're going to do a little housekeeping here. After we set the game state to 10, the active state from the start, we're going to call the place burgers in those two methods. But here's mostly what we wanted to do for right now to go with this win game state. We need to account for this case 99 going back to restart the game. So if int game state equals 99, and we'll do the gamepad first, pad 01 dot buttons dot B, because the B button is what we're using to press to cycle through, button state dot pressed, and remember we only want this to work on the first time just as we press it, so we need the pad 01 old dot buttons dot B equals button state dot released. So if all that's true, we're going to move from our game state 99, the win state, back to the start. So int game state equals 5. Semicolon, that's the end of that. Now we need one for the keyboard, so going to look pretty much the same, but for the keyboard, so if int game state equals 99, and key state 01 is key down, open paren, keys, we're using the space bar for the keyboard here to cycle through states. So space, and scroll up here a little, key state 01 underscore old is key up, open paren, keys, space, close paren on the if, int game state equals 5. So there it is, and closing curly, and there's that. So we'll save, and we're done.